Well, I look short as hell. Hi guys, welcome to my bedroom. This is the first video of Mischief Makers Unite. We are why did I say we? This channel is a makeup, talk, cosplay, anything that really tickles my fancy, we shall do here. Now, today, this is going to be my first video upload to the channel. I have tried numerous times and I've done numerous videos, but I have not been happy with the results. I am going to try to start uploading videos once a week, if I've got time, but we'll see how things go. So, on that note, I'm going to put my hair up, I'm going to go grab my products. So, so the hair is up out of the face. What I do pre-primers and my foundation base is I do a little bit of skincare. I've been using the Revolution products, the Revolution Skincare London. Now, this is my blemish and pore refining serum. I use this, and I use the plumping and hydrating solution. I mix these two together, and I'm going to start with the blemish one. I'm just going to pop that right on the back of my hand. 4 little drops will do for that. Then hydrate. And plumping. I like a hydrated, plump face. And I do about 3 drops of that. So now I have it on my hand. So I'm going to take the back of my Juno & Co. This is the Microfiber Velvet Sponge. I just got these. Guys, I love them. And I am losing product, so I'm just going to take it like this and just kind of smack it in. I didn't catch anything that is made to go away. I'm going to grab my mirror. And then we're going to beat it in. So just kind of... I use 2 different primers. These are by Revolution Makeup as well. There will be a theme just in some of my products. I like Revolution. It's inexpensive, and I feel like I get what I need. But I might be wrong. There might be a better product out there. Who knows? So I'm gonna start with the mattifying, the matte and fix primer. Now here's where I do the matte. I do the matte right in between my brow bone, on my chin. Pretty much anywhere that looks oily. So, but then I'm going to do the blur and primer for the pore blur. I'm going to do that on my nose and around my nose. Just because those areas with pores, they're the worst. Like, I can put makeup on and it'll say I have freckles. So now, I'm going to apply these with my hands just because when it's easier just to push the product in instead of a sponge. So I'm going to go in. I do just like that. And I'm just going to tap the areas where I need it the most. And we're just going to...
So now I'm just going to take my Blur Pore Primer, and I'm just going to put that in my hands, kind of swirl it around, and I'm going to push the product into my nose and around my nose and mouth area. See, I'm just pushing it in. This is going to get into my pores and help my skin look poreless. So I'm just going to grab my Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer in the shade Light 15. And with this, I'm just going to take it in the inner corner of my eye, just where the dark circles begin. Not going to take it across. Nope. Not even going to think about taking it across.
And I lied. I'm going to take it across. Actually, no. Scratch it. I'm not going to take it across. It's just under where the bags are. And I'm just going to take it up here. Yep, don't listen to me.
So one thing I would like to mention now is my double up and what that means. It means, so I do my under eye and just the color correction and slight contour of my nose with my concealer before I do my foundation. This just helps me with some more coverage. And I'm going to be using the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define in the color C2.
Now that the concealer is done, I'm going to grab my foundations. I use 2 foundations just because I like the outcome it brings out. I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. This is a foundation plus hydrating serum. So this will double up my serum that I used earlier. Just going to apply it to the back of my hand. Literally 1 dollop. That's all you need. You don't need to go crazy. Then I'm going to be using the Dream Urban Cover Maybelline New York again. This is this is full coverage protective makeup sunscreen. Really, $2, like that. No more, no less, no mas. And I'm just going to take my Juno & Co sponge. I have wet the sponge. I've drained it. I'm just going to tap it into my skin, and then we're gonna blend it out.
So now this is where my double up comes in. We're going to be grabbing the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define again in the color C2. And with this, I'm just going to be putting it on the points that I feel need a little bit more coverage, even after the foundation. So I'm just going to be doing over just the wee imperfections on my forehead, between my brows, boop, and then 3 dots just down the bridge of my nose. So I'm not going to do my under eye just because I already did that. Instead, I'm going to do right below it and just do a couple little dots. See? And then we buff it out. So I'm going to be setting my face with the Revolution Translucent Setting Powder. I'm just going to be taking my little Juno & Co sponge, and I'm going to be setting the points that I had covered. And I'm not going to be baking, I'm just going to light dusting.
Okay, so I'm going to go in with my soft ochre paint pot with my Bare Essentials. It's just a little packer brush. I've had this for years. So what I'm going to do while I'm doing my eyes, we're using 4 palettes today. I'm using the 2 breakers, the Mini and the regular Draw Breaker, the Mini Controversy, and the Conspiracy palette. Basically, we're doing a Jeffree Star dream today with a little bit of Stila. So I'm going to go in today with the Mini Breaker.
Alright, so with my Deluxe crease brush, I'm just going to be taking Foreplay and I'm just going to pop that into my crease. I'm just taking small circular motions and buffing it in. So picking up my Morphe E22, I'm just going to be dipping into the Controversy from the Mini Controversy palette by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. And with that, I'm just going to be, I can't stop playing with that palette. I'm just going to be stamping it into the crease. So just little stamping motions, and I'm going to be doing small circles. And I'm not doing that. What am I doing? This is what I get for my audio corrupting. Ugh. So I'm picking up a Morphe 433. I'm just going to be dipping into the mini breaker. I'm going to be taking the color Purple Punch. Now I'm going to just be deepening my crease with it. So just back and forth motions, small little circles, just to deepen it. So I'm picking up a Morphe E17 and I'm grabbing the Conspiracy palette and I'm dipping into the color Not a Fact. Now this is a rich, almost plum purple. Look at me trying to be a beauty guru, and I'm just putting that, you guessed it, in the crease. Alright, so we're going back into the Mini Controversy and we're dipping into the color Exposed, and with a Morphe 441 I'm just barely going to touch my skin and scratch it over that deep purple crease that we've been working on. This is going to haze it out and give it a more airbrush finish. So with a Morphe 513, I'm going to be dipping into the Drawbreaker palette and we're going to be using the F word and we're going to be hazing out Exposed further. And on the back of the 513, I'm going to be taking Bubblegum from the exact same palette and just putting it over the peachiness of the F word. And literally scratching again right until I reach my brow bone, practically.
Alright, so I cut my crease off camera, just because I find that bit a little bit boring. It takes some time. This is just my nameless little packet brushes. I said before, I'm going to go in with, because I'm going to be doing a couple of glitters, and then I'm going to top it off with the Stila. So I'm going to go in into my Jawbreaker. I'm done with the Conspiracy for now. We're done with the Conspiracy right now. So I'm going to go in with the color Bite Me. It's that pretty purple. And I cut my crease with my Soft Ochre. Set my cut crease with Bite Me. This is the Stila? Yes, Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and it is the Ombre Papua Liquidity. This is the color Infinite, and guys, this is really pretty. Look at that. I'm just gonna do this swatch for you. Look at that. It has like this almost two-tone effect. It's really pretty. So that's just gonna go on top.
Alright, so the lashes are on, and now we're going to the under eye. I'm going to be grabbing my knockoff Zoeva angled liner brush, and I'm going back into the Mini Controversy and dipping into Controversy. That is going to go on my lower lash line. Just going to haze it out and just drag it across. So I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line further with my Morphe M432 brush. I'm going to be going into the mini breaker in the color Purple Punch. I'm just going to go under the Controversy, underneath my lash line, just to smoke it out further. So grabbing a Morphe M574, I'm going to be taking Exposed from the Mini Controversy, and I'm just going to be smoking out my lower lash line, as like so, and then I'm going to be grabbing Bubblegum and Foreplay from the Mini Breaker, and that's just going to further it out to smoke it. So lastly, we're just going to do the inner corner with Oral from the Mini Breaker, and I'm picking up an M213. Now I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. This is going to give me that little bit of highlight that I need to finish off this look. So grabbing my Revolution Pro 4K palette, I'm going to be dipping into the cool tones with like the coolest brown, and with my Real Techniques foundation square head brush, I'm just going to be contouring the edges of my nose and the tip, and I'm just going to make a small little circle just to give my nose some lift. And with a D&B Cosmetics angled blush brush, I'm going to be contouring my cheekbones and up to my forehead. Then with a damp Juno & Co sponge, I'm just going to buff it into the skin. Then I'm going to grab my Revolution translucent powder and a Morphe brush. I'm just going to drag that down the tip of my nose. And then again, grab the Juno & Co sponge and buff out the edges, and then grab the Real Techniques contour brush and fade out the lines.
So now we are going to warm up my pale face with the Cheeky Camper palette and the Hula Light bronzer. I'm going to be taking my angled Zoeva knockoff blush brush from DB Cosmetics, and I'm just going to be patting that into my skin. Give me that warmth, make it look like I have seen the sun, which, you know, I have. I live in New Zealand. I should have plenty of sun. And yet, I am so pale.
Now I'm going to be taking Benefit's Coralista Peach Blush, just to give a peachy tone to my cheeks and just give them some color. So I'm going to be grabbing my Jeffree Star Snow Globe Supreme Frost, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. angled blush brush as my highlight brush. Now, the reason I'm using this is because it grabs the apple of my cheek and it pulls all the way up to near my brow bone and gives me that shine. I want to look like a lighthouse. I look so good. I love having a highlight. I can't stand the fact that most of my audio got corrupted, so I'm going to try to do better next time. Sorry, guys. Get all that highlight, girl.
So we're going to take Family Jewels. And then on top of Family Jewels, just hold on the edges. So one thing I don't like about the sugar scrub, it's everywhere. And then on top of this, and on top of Family Jewels, I'm just going to be taking the color No Tea, No Shade. Then we're just going to set the face and we'll be done. And that, you guys, is today's look. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you had a playtime of your own, got your own brushes out, played with your palettes, and just listened to me gab and, you know, got to experience a new beauty YouTuber in this crazy world we call YouTube. Thank you, guys. This has been a blast, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!